some toiletries today, but it's okay. We're here at the Tim Sims section of the concourse area. We're walking around with this thing, this Ricky Thornton Jr. Undisputed Championship belt. Now, something I thought was very funny yesterday, you know, Ricky Thornton Jr. won the late models. And when I first got here, you know, I went back there to look at the two-seater that Mike Nichols has, and it was pretty tore up. Of course, Tyler Carpenter drove the car, and it was, you know, it was tore up, but that's what you do at the Dome. You tear them up. And the guy next to me, not associated with the Carpenter crew, but he turned next to me and said, "Hey, Chaz, I watch your stuff all the time. Love watching it. What you think of the Dome? What you think of this?" I was like, "Oh, this, that, and the other." Somehow Scott Bloomquist got brought up because I was telling him about this belt. And he goes, "You know, Scott was kind of right. You know, Ricky Thornton Jr. just late in the race, 10, 15, 20 to go. He just turns it on and goes insane fast. Just all of a sudden, just turns it on. It has to be the car. Has to be the car." And I'm like, okay, so I thought about it, and I'm like, let me ask him this. I said, so if it was Kyle Larson doing what Ricky Thornton's doing, would you say the same? And he said, no, Kyle's just that good. Huh. For anybody out there who thinks like that, for one, let me remind you, Kyle Larson was mediocre in NASCAR against those bumps until he got into a Hendrick ride. Six wins in 6 years. So if anybody needs a car to perform, I have a little bit of an example of Larson struggling in a subpar car while Ricky Thornton Jr. was winning in everything he got in. Now they're kind of hyping up next year, as I heard them talking about Cade Dillard coming next year to the Dome. I find that very entertaining. I find that very great. I mean, Cade Dillard's one of the greatest drivers in Texas, in Louisiana, East Texas, Louisiana area there is. But you know, I was standing there next to Tyler Carpenter with this guy talking about Larson. And of course, Tyler says that here at the Dome, all that engineering can't save you from the drive and talent and ability you gotta have to win here. So, why is Kyle Larson not here? Is it because that Kevin Rumley engineering can't save him? He can't have his shocks positioned in a certain way? Or is it a little sensitive? So I'm just saying, why is Kyle not here? And obviously, Kevin, if you're worried about bending the 6 car up just a little bit, you obviously have plenty of Larsonites here willing to bend the body out and help you fix it. So why is Kyle Larson not coming to the Dome next year? Is he afraid that he can't rely on Kevin Rumley to perform? Is he afraid he can't rely on Paul Silva to perform? Or as the example I gave you, he can't rely on Hendrick to perform like he did in the Cup Series. Go ask Ganassi how that all worked out. So I'm just saying, y'all want to sit there and say, in my opinion, the super late model undisputed champion, Ricky Thornton Jr., has to have something figured out, has to have the car be doing more than what he's actually doing behind the wheel. And then you want to tell me that if it was Larson, you would feel differently because of how good he actually is? I got 2 words for you. Ninja, please.